Love him or hate him, he's just doing his job. Let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? I hope you're all having a good day. Before I begin, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video, share this out with anyone you know if you are enjoying this. Your support means everything to me. I am 19 subscribers away from hitting 300. If you could all help me get there, I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. All right. So I wanted to talk about something different today. So, this isn't about trades or signings, but it's connected to that, right? I wanted to talk about Scott Boras. All right. I know guys like Scott Boras, who is a sports agent. He's been in the game a long time. He's been involved in the business a long time, and he does a very good job of getting the best or the highest money he possibly can for his clients. All right, and that's why so many players have him as an agent, because he knows he's going to go fight tooth and nail for them to get the highest dollar possible. Right, and that's his job. It's his job. So, he has a few clients that are still not signed, right? You think of guys like Cody Bellinger, Blake Snell, Jordan Montgomery, Matt Chapman, right? These are some of the names that I just mentioned that are still free agents. And, we're all surprised that they're free agents. We're surprised that they haven't been signed yet. But right now, the market this offseason is extremely high. And the demand that Boris's clients or Scott Boras himself is asking for is high as well. So now the question I want to ask is, are teams resisting Scott Boras's demands, or are they eventually going to have to cave into his demands? Okay. Now, there's a little bit of it's a little bit of both, right? So I think there's a little bit of resistance with teams resisting his demands, but I would say that at some point they're probably going to reach an agreement, a deal, and it may not be for the dollar amount that was initially asked for, but they're going to meet somewhere in the middle, right? We'll use Blake Snell as an example. Okay, Scott Boras was asking for $270 million for 9 years. The Yankees were the only team to make an offer for Blake Snell for $150 million for 6 years, to which Blake Snell rejected. So the Yankees, as of today, they pulled their offer off the table, and they have moved on. And now apparently they're going to pursue Corbin Burnes at the trade deadline, who's also a Scott Boras client. All right, so let's keep that in mind. And it's no surprise that the Yankees moved on. They were far apart, $120 million apart. So there was no way that they were going to meet in the middle. So their Yankees demand was or Yankees offer was much less, and Scott Boras was asking for way more, and there's no way that they were going to be able to close that gap. All right. Now, the same could be said for guys like Cody Bellinger, Jordan Montgomery, Matt Chapman. Scott Boras might be asking teams for a lot, and teams are not willing to give up or pay up that kind of money. And maybe at some point, again, these guys will get signed. It's just a matter of when. Now, to give you some examples here, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was just like, well, wouldn't these guys want to be signed by the time spring training starts, right? But Boras has had clients in the past that have signed very close to spring training or in the middle of spring training, right? So just to give you some names here, right? So he's had players like Prince Fielder, right, who didn't reach an agreement with the Tigers till late January of 2012. All right. JD Martinez, another popular player. All right. He didn't reach a deal till February 26th of 2018 with the Boston Red Sox. Okay. Eric Hosmer, another player, February 19th, 2018. And Jake Arrieta, March 12th, 2018. Okay. So he's had some clients that have signed when it was right down to the wire, close to when spring training starts, or they signed when in the middle of spring training. All right. Or close to when spring training was starting. All right. So this could be the case for Bellinger or Cody Bellinger, Blake Snell, Jordan Montgomery, Matt Chapman. They could sign later. They could sign close to when the season starts. We don't know. All right. Boras has had other clients such as Stephen Drew, Kendrys Morales, Dallas Keuchel, that all ended up unsigned going into the season in free agent years with Boras as their agent. All right. So, we'll see what happens with his current clients right now that haven't been signed yet. It'll be interesting to see. But I think right now, teams are resisting Scott Boras' demands. And if teams are interested in any of his clients, again, I think they will reach a deal. They're going to have to overpay. I don't know by how much, but they're going to meet somewhere in the middle. Right. And I'll also mention one of his clients that was recently signed, and that's Frankie Montas. He got him a $16 million contract, which did any of us expect that? I know I didn't. Did you expect that? And this was a guy who did not pitch at all this year. He only pitched one inning for the Yankees, and that was it. All right. But he was able to get him $16 million. So the thing is, I know some fans get frustrated with Scott Boras because he's holding up the market. But the way I see it, yes, it is. I see where the frustration is, but he is doing his job. So, and he will hold out till he can't hold out no more, but he will make sure that his players are getting paid and they're getting paid the highest dollar possible. That's the reason why a lot of players have him as an agent, because they know that Scott Boras will go to work for these guys and he will fight tooth and nail with teams to get the highest dollar possible, to get the best deal possible. All right. At the end of the day, he's doing his job. And again, his clients eventually do get signed. They still get a great deal. And he's going to continue doing this till he can't no more. Right. So he's not going anywhere. Okay. But I wanted to share that out with you guys today. I wanted to give you my thoughts on all of this. So, don't be surprised if spring training starts and some of these guys are still not signed. All right. These guys are going to play the waiting game till they can get the deal that they are looking for. Right. It may not be the exact deal, but they're going to get a deal. And Scott Boras always makes sure that it's going to work out in his client's favor. All right. But I wanted to share that out with you. I wanted to give my thoughts on it. I want to get your thoughts on it. All right. Tell me if you agree, disagree. How do you think this all plays out? All right. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this out with anyone you know. If any other news drops out or comes out, I will definitely let you know. So keep it locked here. I don't want you to miss out on anything. And when that news comes out, I'll let you know, and I will see you all later.